Hi there, guys. Just gonna wait around for a few minutes in case anyone shows up. As usual, I'll put a timestamp on when actual gameplay starts. Ah, creaky chair. Sorry about that. And why is all the Secret Brotherhood so weirdly sexual? Really hoping some of this stuff's a bit out there. Yeah, just doing a sound test. Okay, so I am there. I feel like I need to be up louder though. Sorry. Music's not bad. It annoys me that YouTube doesn't let me just do an announcement of when I'm going to go live. So I don't have enough people to do announcements yet. I mean, how do you get subscribers if you can't advertise what you're doing? I started doing the recording for Gladius for the Tau. It is fun trying to figure out what the hell is going through my head without any verbal clues. Turns out, when I'm reviewing myself, I seem to do insane things. So we could pause Brotherhood Management. ERTYL. Okay. We're sleeping. And if anyone's wondering why I'm recording tonight rather than tomorrow, they're going to cut our power from 8 o'clock till 3 or something. And it's just, I mean, that's the perfect time to cut the power, right? Just on the weekend when everyone's just trying to chill and relax. I suppose. When would be a better time to do it? I don't know, early in the morning, maybe? Like, I feel like you could just make that quite easily, like 12 until 5 or something. 12 until 6. It wouldn't affect that many people. Is anyone watching? Got 3 concurrent viewers. Hello, secret concurrent viewers. Is anyone going to say anything? Okay. I don't mind lurkers. Lurkers can lurk if they want. I'm a lurker in real life. I don't mean that in like a stalky kind of way. That came out way creepier than I thought it would. Okay, I don't lurk. I just try to avoid large groups of people and conversations. Switching slowly as my CPU usage is climbing. Like, why? What is taking up more and more CPU? Nothing's happening. It's not really all that concerning. It seems to be under the 2% mark, so. it doesn't look like anyone's turning up. Besides lurkers. Hello, lurkers. So, let's get in. Glorious Revolution, free play. Set any goal and direct in the direction you want. Revolution in England accumulated profound reforms in a series of crises. This revolution marked the beginning of the rapid rise of England and transformed it into a powerful world power. The political and economic power of the country has been strengthened, laying a solid foundation for the future formal unity of Great Britain. At the same time, a new tradition formed that royal power is limited by laws established by the Bill of Rights. The Brotherhood started action in 1685 by placing its stake on a loyal king to lead England to a prosperous future. We probably want to do the Glorious Revolution. Brothers, all calculations and prophecies say that days come to determine the future of mankind. England is a key point on the map of our time. What will be embodied in it now, over the years, will sprout all over the world. A feudal system outlived its usefulness. Many in England already see it. Here it is here, and now our large-scale reforms can be implemented. A new society can assert itself. Roll up your sleeves, brothers. The place is prepared. It's time to lay the foundations. Alright.
My dear uncle, I'm hurrying back to Europe, hoping to outrun the storm. I've spent many months interpreting the prophecies of Nostradamus. What I read left me shaken. According to scientific minds of our time, everything obeys the laws of nature. The planets move in their orbits, and an apple will always fall down. But the life of humanity is chaotic and uncertain. One need only look at the Europe of recent decades. A powerful English king was executed by his own subjects. The rivalry between Catholic monarchs of the Holy Roman Empire and France brings wars to Protestant countries. The Spanish Empire is growing weaker, while the wetlands of the Netherlands enjoy the bloom in culture and trade. The great Galileo renounced his books. This world is complete chaos for everyone except us, those who control it. We are the Brotherhood, and we make history. We stand behind the high and mighty of this world, secretly guiding them. We are the global government, formed by the most worthy. We like to say that our work began when the builders of the Temple of Solomon gathered to create the greatest temple of all. This is just legend, but we are indeed builders. Brick by brick, we are building the structure of the future society. We always work in the shadows, and yet Nostradamus foresaw everything. Peering into the future, he described the storms of this and future centuries, and the Brotherhood, leading humanity forward. He left us clues to solve, and he says, beware. I'm coming back to take my place in the Brotherhood. I haven't forgotten what you taught me, and I will join you in the great world of Alex. But I fear the storm has already come.
Alright. I placed great hope in coming back to England. Alas, I was too late. I did it. I found the first lodge of the Brotherhood in the New World. I was sailing across the ocean, dreaming of how proud I would be to bring this good news to the Grand Master of the Brotherhood, my uncle and mentor. Nevertheless, I foresaw the trouble as I managed to translate some of the previously obscure prophecies by Nostradamus. What waited for me in the port was not triumph, but two messages of misfortune. One of them, a beardless young man with feverish gleam in his eyes. The other was a poor-sighted old man. In the first time I saw the young man, as far as I can recall, the elder had never left the master's residence before. They greeted me sorrowfully and led me through the dark alleys of the boat that took us to safety. The boat swayed upon the dark waves. I learned that the Brotherhood was destroyed. Overnight, the Grand Master and many of his closest associates were accused of religious conspiracy and executed. Only 2 loyal brothers made it out alive, and I am still alive. I swear our enemies will regret the day they made this mistake. Why is the... I thought would you not leave till you died, old man? Why are you hiding your face, youth? I barely had time to go through the initiation. Almost everyone I knew in the Brotherhood had already died. I had better become invisible. Hard work is ahead. You cannot escape your fear. Leave us and get lost among the ordinary people, otherwise learn to exploit your weakness. We always act secretly. You do not need to hide your face. No weakness. You speak about the future of the Brotherhood with such confidence, but there are only 3 of us. The Brotherhood's ties are broken, but they are still undisclosed part of the network in England. We will start by reviving and restoring its influence. The Brotherhood is not about people, it's about principle. I have spent years learning to find supporters. New brothers will be as good as old ones. I think we want to... this is all very sociopathic. And sorry guys, if I'm going to be reading this much, I'm definitely going to have to drink water. We need a new Grand Master. If you are truly ready for this burden, it is my power to perform the ritual to make you one. I am the oldest member of the Brotherhood. I was an archivist to the 3 masters and know all the rules. Traditionally, I have to ask you a few questions to know where you will lead us. I am ready to ask. Will you condemn the one who starts the war? Conflict is human nature. Wars exist, let them serve us. Here we do evil. Sometimes it can bring more than it takes away. War is loathsome. It is fair to throw people away food while others are starving. Anyone who has earned bread with sweat and mind can decide what to do with it. He might have given a little to his neighbor so long as he did not beg, while keeping most of it for himself. Animal justice tells us to tear each other's throats out. Human justice tells us to share with thy neighbors and help the weak. I feel like we're doing... I must say that this is not representative of my actual choices. I'm trying to roleplay what I think an actual Masonic Brotherhood would be like. What do you say about a country that demands sacrifices from its children? Government is more than an individual. Every citizen in the country should contribute to the common cause. Neither man can be without his country, nor a country without his man, and you will have to find a compromise to your goals. The government is only a tool in service to the citizens. If the individual feels oppressed, why does the government exist? Well, and now I know U.S. wars are inevitable, so everyone is free to decide what to do with their own property. The government is above the individual. Is this way you will take us to call you master? You understand me correctly. You will become a Grand Master and revive the Brotherhood. We will help you bring a world closer. So I say, Brother Isaiah, I will forget my face, my name, my past. Now I live for the Brotherhood in the future, and whatever. So, on our first night back to England, I accepted the position as the Grand Master. The river and piercing starlight, have witnessed our ritual. See, I was hoping for more. If we're doing rituals and shit, may as well go like full. I want to make a cult of Cthulhu. We're just gonna like unreasonable subsidies to exploring the oceans so we can find our master. Grandmaster, these are nebulous prophecies of Nostradamus, the Brotherhood's manuscripts. Your predecessors worked hard on them. They learned from predictions of what most in history will shape the destiny of our world. They describe the principles of great works of our own. If you can use these principles at the moments foreseen by Nostradamus, you will become a demiurge. I'm unfamiliar with this word. Demiurge. That of the world yet to come. I know that. Unfortunately, I know what I was told was previously unencrypted predictions. The Brotherhood will die more than once. To die again, you need to be reborn. I believe that with your help, the Brotherhood will rise like a phoenix from the ashes. But I have to tell you something else. The former master had 2 hiding places. I never looked into the second. Our enemies knew about it. When I hid, I saw them taking some papers away. They are markings of a rose and cross on them, and above them was the name Rosencreuz. I saw the name mark on the clasp of the raincoat of one of the thieves. So, do we start, Master? We start with England. According to the prediction of the great Nostradamus, we'll be close to the time events to determine the course of history to take place. But first, we must restore broken ties and recruit new supporters, and do everything possible to find and punish those who condemn our Brotherhood. You will put me on detail, Brother Isaiah. Thank you for your trust, Grandmaster. Since you have left the New World, the situation in Old Europe has changed. There were times when the influence of our Brotherhood spanned across the continent. You're on the global map. So I do need to go through all of this stuff. The map is in shadow mode. Mode makes it easier to track the influence of the Brotherhood and its enemies. Here you can see everything as hidden from... Next. Afraid I'm too old for anything more than a few wise words of advice, so we can't. So we'll have to rely on Brother Walter to revive the Brotherhood. He is young, but I sense potential in him, worthy of a worshipful master. He will make a trusted aid. Now you have taken a coven to England. Find Brother Walter on the map and zoom to him. Yeah, when you zoom enough at a certain point, it switches to world mode. It is designed to track the situation of the world and shows what is known to more or less educated resident of a civilized country. Find Brother Walter on a map, zoom to him at maximum and move the mouse cursor again. Grandmaster, I appeal to you. I am ready to serve the cause of the Brotherhood. This is the Brothers Selector. It shows the current status of the direct subordinates. Only Brother Walter is currently under your command. Left click the mouse on it, automatically focuses. I have someone in mind who could be very useful to the Brotherhood. He can provide us with a safe place to hide. May I ask him to join us? Select an errand. Yep. Brotherhood. Recruit a neophyte. Send brother on errand. Talent. There are very talented people in the world, eager to find the meaning of their existence, to serve the greater goal, to feel that they are part of something big and truly important. You can find these people, share new ideas, tell them about the world and how it will change those ideas. Then their hearts are open to the Brotherhood. I think it's going to be a few days for him to run your errand, yet it is dangerous for us to act too openly now. So the Alt key is pressed. We displays detailed information on brothers on errands. Click a right mouse button on a figure and the brother will display information. This merchant. Inconspicuous. So he feels pretty good. I know where we can wait for him to return. Not the most secure place, but it will do for a while. This is the cryptex. With it you can control time in the game. With the space key you can pause. Use the cryptex to start time. Come Grandmaster, my friend has found a safe place to hide. This is the Brotherhood management window. With it, you will be able to change the current membership of the Brotherhood and the roles performed by the brothers. Let us start the traditional meeting of the Brotherhood members, albeit in a very modest number. According to the Brotherhood manuscripts, all the candidates for the rite passages are called neophytes and are not let inside the circle of initiates during the meeting. They will know the goals and ideas of the Brotherhood are. That is what led them here. However, they have not been initiated and were not aware of the specific Brotherhood plans and future steps of the Brotherhood. Well, that's just smart. I used to be a neophyte myself. Well, wasn't everyone a neophyte? I used to be a neophyte myself, Grandmaster. On one hand, knowing the Brotherhood has and almost every part of it has been exhilarating, but on the other hand, uninitiated and uninvolved, you are haunted by the thought that you are still not worthy of their trust. Not everyone could take it. Some lose faith in themselves or in the Brotherhood and left you for good. I implore you, Grandmaster, do not hesitate on initiating neophytes. Yeah, we'll see. If you like a candidate, you can perform the rite of passage. Let him become an acolyte, so that he can be canistered near the circle of initiates and participate in the life of the Brotherhood to the best of his abilities. I urge you not to rush into decisions. Remember that no more than 6 Brotherhoods can be in the inner circle of initiates other than the Master. Each of them receives a title, associated duties, and the area of responsibility. It is a title brothers who can send on errands for the Grand Master. Those who are unworthy of the Brotherhood or can no longer serve its purpose can always be let go in peace, having bound them with a vow of silence, of course. Oh no, sweet peas. That's not how we deal with people. We're gonna grind them up and feed them to our initiates. It is time to meet our new brother and find out if he is worthy of the title of one of the initiates. This area, Captain. This area displays all the information about the... Allow me, Grandmaster, to share with you the wisdom of choosing worthy companions. Health deterioration. First thing you should note about it is the age of a brother. Young people are receptive to new things and learn them fast, but they lack experience and worldly wisdom. Many years of life bring valuable qualities, but they are unfallowed by weakness and disease. In the world, each brother has a certain social status and profession, as well as special traits and personal qualities. All of this may affect either benefit the Brotherhood or lead it to interaction difficulties. Having gained enough experience, each of us changes and moves up into a new stage of life. With each such transition, new qualities are acquired. The profession or social status changes. You've already noticed the Grandmaster. Citizenship of the Brotherhood is crucial. Perhaps in the distant future, the Brotherhood will erase the fictional borders between countries, but I fear we will not live to see these glorious times. Each brother has a personal opinion of the ideas and the objectives of the Brotherhood. Some will carry the Grandmaster's errands faithfully, and some will question every word. Beware the people with low loyalty, because they can betray you at most unexpected moment. Remember that loyalty is hard to earn but easy to lose. We are mortals imprisoned in fragile bodies, suffering from disease and wounds. Death can take away your most loyal and experienced brother. Most importantly, every brother must bear the burden of secrecy. People around him may see him as an ordinary merchant, soldier, or craftsman. When exposed, the brother endangers not only himself, but the Brotherhood as a whole. Alas, you have already witnessed the sad consequences of neglecting secrecy. From time to time, you should give brothers a chance to rest, cover their tracks, deflect suspicion from themselves, and restore their secrecy. It is time to make a wise decision on what to do with the neophyte. Should you want my opinion, Grandmaster, we are not in a position to refuse. We need all the help we can get right now. Move the neophyte to an empty tile. Tyler, treasurer. Just treasury brings power to the treasury. Smaller risk of disease. Gifted. Okay, treasury it is. Time will tell if you made the right call. Thank you for your trust, Grandmaster. I shall share the ideas and goals of the Brotherhood. I am ready to serve the ideals faithfully. As proof of my words, I entrust the Brotherhood with connections and resources available to me. Brother Carl. Thank you, Carl. Influence, wealth, and power. Your help is very timely, my new friend, but I fear it is not enough, and the problems of lack of resources still needs to be addressed. The area displays the resource available to the Brotherhood. These resources are spent by brothers running your errands. Let's see what we can achieve in this country. Select errand. Wait, no. Each country has its own development level of state institutions such as government, economic, military institutions. The development level depends on many internal parameters. For us, it is most important it is important because of the higher its value, the more resources we can gain for the Brotherhood by infiltrating this institution. We are lucky England is currently the world leader in many areas. Jeez, I worked for about 7 hours today, so most of it talking, so I hope my voice actually holds out for this. I'm really sorry if it doesn't. The Grandmaster, I know a beautiful young lady whose father is a powerful man in the treasury. I'm sure I can arrange a rendezvous with him. Good idea, Brother Walter. Your talents please this old man. Let's take advantage of this opportunity. errands window will where you can learn the details of your errand and going to have your brother to do. To complete an errand, a brother will need to arrange meetings with the right people, use some connections, spend a lot of money, or even resort to the services of very dark individuals. All these expenses can be represented as the cost of the errand in resources of influence, wealth, and power. Any activity somehow attracts attention to both the individual brother and the brotherhood as a whole. Do not forget that it takes time to complete a worthwhile task. Everything comes with one who knows how to wait. Additional resources are required to complete the errand. At the bottom of each resource is a cost at the top, the amount that will be attained after each errand is done. Running an errand consumes secrecy, of course, of the brother assigned to it. Exhausting the secrecy will result in the brother's exposure. Thereby, he will have to abort the errand. The resources spent on the errand will not be returned in that case. Moreover, the brother will be an easy target for the detectives until he covers his tracks and restores his secrecy. The Brotherhood operates in the territory of a certain country. It attracts attention from its rulers. Such attention is represented by awareness. Rulers don't like it when someone tries to run their state without their knowledge. Moreover, the country can easily destroy the Brotherhood in a direct confrontation. And, of course, a rounding errand takes time. It's measured in days. All these days, the brother will be busy on the errand. You may also want to pay attention to the forecast consequences and possible factors to make it difficult to complete an errand, or even possible to complete it at all. The level of infiltration of the institution economy will increase by 1, so it'll make future attacks harder. Awareness grows by 7. Shit. The higher the current level of infiltration and power institution, the more expensive it is to expand and influence a brother in it. There are several brothers in the same country who can take on the errand. The cost of the errand also. Being a worshipful master, Brother Walter can infiltrate the institutions at a lower cost for resources, thanks to his perks and title. We could send Brother Walter or our new friend. Send me, Grandmaster, please. I will not let you down. Need I say more? Send. How much do you cost? We're not in a position to let our brothers sit around doing nothing. I suggest keeping them both occupied. One of the errands. It is easy to pinpoint the absence of the counter above his head. There's no point in sending two brothers to do the same errand. Due to secrecy, they are likely to hinder each other. Infiltrate a government institution. Power will increase by 1. Awareness will grow by 8. Now, both of our brothers are running errands. We can do is sit and wait for their return. Monitor their progress. By the way, I found a good stock of excellent whiskey in the cellars of the shelter that our new friend has granted us. Would you like some? Authority of a new leader shattered. In England, the support of Whigs spread compromising rumors about the leader of the country in retribution for raising taxes of the bureaucrats. We did it, Grandmaster. We now have valuable connections and acquaintances in 2 of the 3 main institutions in England. I suggest we don't rest on our laurel, but make our way to the remaining institution. I just happened to meet the niece of a distinguished general. By the way, I do not know where Brother Isaiah is. I haven't seen him today. So wait, what was it? Country institutions. -11, -6. Sorry, Grandmaster, but it is taking me longer and longer to get here. Age, you see. What did I miss? I think it's some time to use the fruits of our labors to get some resources for the Brotherhood's treasury. We have a few connections in English economic institution. Let us turn to them and increase our wealth. Select. Unlike before, you can tell a brother how much time to allocate to this errand. The more time he spends on it, the more resources he can bring to the Brotherhood's treasury. But he will lose secrecy and attract attention of the local authorities, increasing awareness. Our experience allows us to predict how many resources we will get based on the level of the current institution, our current level of penetration of it, and the time spent to the brother on this errand. In the current situation, I would have the brother go for 7 days. Holy shit. Excuse me. Our brothers are off to do good deeds again, so we can afford to get a good night's sleep and gain strength. Grandmaster, I have disturbing thoughts. Let's take a closer look at the situation in England. That's what I thought. Just look at the situation of awareness and public order. Public order reflects the overall level of government control over the situation in the country. The lower it is, the worse for the country, but the easier it is for our brothers to act unnoticed. Now, order in England is quite high. Awareness shows how much attention from local authorities we have drawn by our actions. If there is too much of it, the recent unfortunate events may be repeated. And we have already attracted too much attention. Our supporters in the country's institutions are not enough to cover for us yet. If we do not do something, this could all end badly. It is not profitable to stop infiltrating the military institution now. All allocated resources would be lost in vain, while the exploitation of the economic infiltration can be interrupted without much loss. Hurry and call your brother off this errand. Cancel errand? Yes. I hope we've spared trouble. Forgive me, Grandmaster, I was careless. Wait until errand is done. Is a success, Grandmaster. We now have access to all 3 institutions in England, which means we can get all the necessary resources for the Brotherhood when we need them. Don't overdo it. Watch the level of awareness. I I took the liberty of sketching out a plan for the early revival of the Brotherhood. Will you take a look, will you? Recruit 2 near establish a lodge. This is the objectives window. Contains information about all the major and minor objectives for the Brotherhood. For your convenience, objectives are grouped together. You can select the objective interest from this menu. Here you can see a context. Know everything or stay in the dark. The Brotherhood can make their voices heard in a particular country, choosing it from the Brotherhood's interests. The deep infiltration of the members, however, greater awareness can lead to negative consequences. In contrast, the Brotherhood can be mystery to society and carefully mine resources. We want to achieve a lot, but we are still few, and we do not have our own lodge. If we infiltrate English institutions deeply enough to set up a lodge there, but by doing so now is too risky. We need time to do our job and clear out people's short memories of us. Let their minds be filled with new and everyday problems. Can I go to France? I know French and have always wanted to go there. Yes, it might be time to look for allies there, or in any other country. It's up to the Grand Master to decide. Choose the objective. They say it's a country of wonderful... Yeah. What do we got here? New objective. Recruit new neophytes. Attack. I think that's what we're going to go for. We want to be as secretly as possible. When it has reached level 30 at current levels, implementation of public order in the country will believe that the Brotherhood will attract attention was 5, and it did. We expect between 24th of the 3rd, 1685, and the 29th of the 3rd, 1685, the government will attempt to weaken the Brotherhood. So I want to infiltrate the economic institution. We go into Holland as well. Get me some of them sweet. Thank you, Grandmaster. I'll send word soon from Paris. Well, I wouldn't mind a trip to either Denmark, perhaps, or the Netherlands. Anyway, I'm ready up for the task. Good news for you, Carl. Wait, I think I said... Ooh, shit. Some complications. My command of the language is not good enough. The French and Catholics see me as an outsider from the Protestant country. It is too difficult. It will require too much effort and resources. Shit. It would be wise to find associates in this country. Have them run errands instead. Run errand. Can I go Brotherhood? Recruit a neophyte. Grandmaster, I thank you and Walter have learned the ropes. Now you can handle this without me grumbling in your ear. Find us 2 suitable brothers and let my own old bones rest. Recruit a neophyte here too. We don't have the wealth. We might just that'll be fine. Supporters of the Patriots spread compromising rumors about the leader of the country in retribution for raising tax rate. What are you? Brings influence. The Brotherhood's treasury every day. The actions performed by this agent action costs performed by this agent is 20%. I mean, he's loyal. We'll see how he goes. I'm gonna send you back to England for the time being. Lovely. Orator. Recruit. Loyalty of neophytes. Secrecy. Might go with Orator for him. So what I'm going to do with him for the time being, I feel like we're already too known in the Netherlands. So we're going back to England. Munster. Oh, they're all got the tiny little kingdoms that I'm really not all that familiar with. Just gonna spread for the time being. So we're running out of wealth, like a lot. So we 21. No, we'll moving brother. All right. Not enough resources. He is very suspicious, though. He is very suspicious. He's kind of a pain in the ass. I want to recruit a neophyte from France. Secrecy law 6. Okay, how much is your... And then we're just gonna chill out for a little bit. I mean, you can go to the gut now. Recruit a neophyte. Just gonna pause it quickly for a while, guys. I'm just gonna quickly go to the toilet. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Infiltrate a military institution. We have the power. Kind of running low on the wealth. Wait. Secrecy. Oh yeah, he good. Secretary. And he's young. Chaplain. Secretary. So hide signs of activity. Awareness changes in all countries. -1 every month with every level. Yeah, let's. He needs to regenerate. Infiltrate. You're actually really good. Yep, let's do that. I don't know quite why I moved you to Denmark. You're gonna come home when I can afford it. For the now. Can you input? No, you can't infiltrate anything. Alright, let's wait. Patient. Very well, Grandmaster. The Brotherhood is expanding. It is time for us to leave our dilapidated shelters and establish a more dignified home. Move Brother Walter back to England. This is Brother Walter, isn't it? Yeah, Brother Walter. Done that. Forgive my senile memory. Grandma, we have forgotten the foundation of a very expensive undertaking. No, it pays for itself many times over. However, the higher level of infiltration in the country, the easier and cheaper will it be to do this. We don't have enough resources to establish a lodge. We can exploit institutions in the country, as well as infiltrate institutions in other countries and collect enough resources. Whew. That shit expensive. In France, I met a mature and wealthy lady, and I think it might help us with the lodge. It's very suspicious. How's your secrecy? I really regret moving you. need to punch up our wealth. Again, there you go, 6 days. It's going to be nice for teaching me the different countries from this time period. Genoa. Is that a plague? Some dodges happen now. So we need to infiltrate the military as well. Schrodinger! Get down! Oh, don't give me that. You're weird for talking to your cat. Hide from the world. Hide signs of activity. Awareness in England. Hide from the world. Okay, that's cool. But infiltrate economics. So it costs it per day. Shit. You can sit around with your thumbs up your butt. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't costing any wealth anymore. This isn't costing anything. Go. Don't infiltrate government institution. So I've instituted everywhere there. Can you... Orator man. We need economics as well. Government institution exploration. I'm just gonna do 6. We'll do and 5 here. Okay, the next obvious target has to be France, right? Or Spain, rather. Establish a lodge. We need more wealth again. Just gonna go 2 days. Actually, I will infiltrate here. Yes. You're going to get a bit more wealth for me. Oh, we need power. Using influence of capitalists and discontented tax increases. Infiltrate the military here as well. And I will have you exploit our military connections for 3 days. Build a lodge. Have you... Yes, your secrecy. Secrecy's okay, actually. Get some power. Get some influence. So you can recruit a neophyte. Alright, so that to get more wealth. No. It's an additional profession. This profession cannot be improved. Traveler. Citizenship when running errands is slightly reduced. This seems interesting. They're all very loyal. Except for you. What is your deal? Hide from the world. You established a lodge, Brotherhood in England. The lodge is important. Valuable strategic asset. The level of the lodge is made up of total level of the institution and the institutions of the country in which you're established. You can have several lodge, but no more than one per country. Having lodge in the country gives you a number of advantages. The lodge brings in daily resources to the Brotherhood's treasury without raising awareness. The presence of the lodge makes errands easier to run on the territory of the country, especially from citizens from other countries. The lodge automatically tracks activity of a potential enemy within the country and creates the interference for them. These effects can only become stronger that grow at the lodge's level. Been quite active in recent days. Maybe we should cover our tracks. I still don't feel safe after what happened. Signs of activity. Complete mission. Okay. Increased awareness. Hide signs of activity. Wait. You need to hide from the world. Increase their loyalty. I'm gonna get rid of that for the time being. Declared wanted in Spain. Take time for secrecy of the Brotherhood. Oh, how? I've found a new home and new supporters. We may even be able to stand up for ourselves now. Contraction, captive, reconnaissance. Card available. These instructions can resist enemy agents if they dare to interfere with your territory within the Brotherhood. It is time to return to our primary task of guiding the world towards progress. One of the main problems with modern society is religious fragmentation. The confrontation between the Catholics and the Protestants will once again cause unrest and bloodshed. I believe they will try to solve this problem was the reason why your uncle was killed. I suspect that someone has been leading the world into religious fragmentation for a long time, and they did it not like that our brothers were trying to unite the people. We can honor your uncle's memory by making a life a little more difficult for our enemies and that are yet unknown. Great Master, my brothers and I have been able to gather information about our current situation in the world. Will you have a look, will you? Look, we know about religious preferences in different countries. Filters of additional settings. Political map, relations, religion. As you can see, the bulk of the Protestants is concentrated in the north and separated from the Catholic south by the sea. It sounds, young man, as if you're riding off the Northern Saxonry and Burgundy. I wouldn't do that if I was you. In fact, that's where I'd be looking. The Germanic people are split over the issue of faith, which is especially accurate in Saxonry and Brandenburg's border with Austria. The Austrian army is strong. It can subdue Brandenburg, but it will leave Saxonry without a co-religionist neighbor and open the way for Catholicism in Scandinavia or even in England. Is there anything we can do to change that? Yes, I have a few ideas, but it's not only the fate of these countries, but also that our Brotherhood depends on the choices we make. Let's be a little more specific. There is a Brotherhood management window here. You can monitor developments of the Brotherhood and see its capabilities and values. The window has several tabs right now. We are interested in Brotherhood Pathways tab. It took liberty of reconstructing the files of the ideas and proposals that we had before. I hope that the good tradition of considering proposals from all members of the Brotherhood will live beyond my death. Yeah. This is a development pathways window. Here you can take on various objectives proposed by the Brotherhoods. Fulfilling these objectives will change the Brotherhood and give it new perks. I put my ideas on paper and categorize my proposal and put it on an appropriate shelf, as an archivist should. The Brotherhood has 5 independent development paths. Each path contains objectives that are common focus and allow you to strengthen the Brotherhood in its aspect. Considering and accepting the Brothers' proposals, remembering that this greatly affects the general mood of our supporters and the ideas that we have to share. By fulfilling the objectives of the development pathways, you will change the current values of the Brotherhood. On this compass, you can see that the views of the Brotherhood hold now. We are very interested in the Unity branch. As you can see, it is still empty, but I hope that will change over time. Each path has several nodes, and the division of the objectives by level of difficulty. To open the next node, you will have to accomplish at least 3 objectives from the previous one. The first node is on the path to Unity, is now available for you. Take a look. This is the list of available objectives within that node. Now there is only one objective here. Establish the trade the army. Develop defense plans for Brandenburg. 2 options for intervention. We can either help Brandenburg prepare for the confrontation and protect the Protestant world, or we can push Austria to a conquest campaign and take the first step towards uniting Europe under the hand of the Catholic Church. Please note that there are different ways to fulfill the objectives. You can use this switch to review the options available. We are militant. And click here to accept and reject the objective. That either action will cost the Brotherhood a certain amount of resources, and the rejected objectives will be replaced by new ones. There's no need to choose to an intervention option right now, Grandmaster. We can accept the modest offer and decide what to do based on the situation. Thank you for your trust, Grandmaster. Get to work, brothers. We have a new objective to fulfill. Kinda want you to put in your neophyte so I can fire your ass. You will help us accumulate wealth. Why am I always running low on wealth? Intelligence. Organized surveillance. Collect information. Search for signs of enemy activity. I'm gonna get you to probably get some wealth as well. So we will Austria. actually be worth sending you to Austria. Bohemia. Find me a neophyte, please, so I can get rid of you. You disloyal fuck. Support patriots. No, you still. France has supported absolute acolytes and organized mass protests using the influence of capitalists and disconnected tax increases. Now you are kind of doing okay. Need more wealth though, buddy. Ah, damn it. I wanted to send someone to Ireland. Just gonna keep ramping up the. This is gonna be a major trading port one day. I don't know how I know that, but I do. Wait. So I'm gonna get you to, so what are our objectives? I forget. So what are we doing? Establish a lodge. Nope. Establish a lodge in Austria. Infiltrate the army institution in Austria for at least 3. Damn, that expensive. He's also... Yeah, we're gonna... Neophyte, please. Phantom. Wow, he is really good though. So are you. Recruiting a neophyte. Where did you fail? So we're just gonna raise our infiltration levels in these things by a bit. And while we're doing that, you can secure some wealth. Yeah. Wait, what do they know about? Too much. Oh dear. Sorry about that. I think my voice is going. I think I'm gonna stop pretty soon. But this is pretty damn fun, I gotta say. I'm hoping either they'll add some like mysticism into it, or they'll do it in like a what do you call it? A DLC. So I think that would be really cool to use to add in those kind of mechanics. But I can also see not everyone liking that. I can certainly see the advantage of just doing spreading our brothers. Grandmaster, I've been exposed. Hide from the wild, my bro. Detected in England. Oh. Intelligence. Search for signs of enemy activity. Protests taking advantage. Mass protests are taking place in Austria. Surely I can use that to my advantage. Alright, let's see what we got. The disloyal scholar. Inconspicuous mentor. Moneylender, inconspicuous. Yeah, you didn't know you were replacing yourself, did you? Did you? Strasbourg, Bavaria. Wonder if we should move to Venice, just for its economic power. Can we get into Switzerland? Just gonna move you over to Switzerland. Alright. The government in Spain has shifted their focus to other issues, the dangerous past. Mass protests in Austria. Spain is concerned with the Brotherhood. Who would I get? No. So you can just chill for a little while. And you are so very, very sneaky. What's it cost to establish a lodge? I want to establish a lodge in France, actually. There are some influence, intelligence. Watch the opponent lodge. Search for signs of enemy activity. And you get me some more wealth. God, you're good at it. Oh, what's happening? Did you find anything? Do you ever find anything? Jeez. Hide my bro. Shifted their focus. bit of unrest here. So we're going to Switzerland will be important in years to come. I'm going to take over their military. Them too alarmed, but we do need to I just want to, once we established a lodge in France, we'll probably leave it at that for the time being. My man. Just nah. It's not much, but it's better than something. Better than nothing. Spain is true to their focus to other. All right, back to going in the military. That's going up so quickly. Government institutions. Oh, jeez. Right here. Can you secure me some more yeah, military. Military exploration as well. Exploitation. So Establishing a lodge. Economic institution. I'm just gonna have you chill for a bit, I think. Where are we? Where's my Austrian in Austria? Wait, did I take... Damn it! Damn it, Tyler. You were supposed to come here. That's how that was supposed to go down. What's happening now? The danger has passed. The danger has not passed, my dudes. Government institution. No. Well, it depends how much to get. Yeah, see, that's so much easier to get it done by natives. And we have established a lodge. Alrighty then. I hope you've enjoyed, guys. If you have, please leave a like. Consider subscribing for more content. And remember, God loves you just for being you. And I do too. Ciao.